Hi everyone, my name is Kristen Jock with Compass and this is Let's Talk Real Estate. And this week I wanted to say happy spring and also say that I'm sorry for not being here in my usual time and place last week, but I was on vacation getting much needed rejuvenation. But I am back and I wanted to speak today about capital gains. So anytime that you're selling a property, in particular one that you've held for a significant amount of time, one of the common concerns that people have is what kind of capital gains tax will they need to pay on the profit of the sale of their property. And I just want to emphasize that it is the profit that you're taxed on and not the purchase price or the sales price of your property. So there's a couple of things that you can do to avoid paying capital gains. One of which is if it's your primary residence. For an individual, you're allowed up to a $250,000 exemption on the profit, and you would only be taxed on any additional profit after that $250,000. If you're a married couple who owns the property, you have an exemption of up to $500,000 before you would be taxed on any additional profit on the sale of the property. If the property is not your primary residence and it's an investment vehicle or a partial investment vehicle, you can do what's called a 1031 exchange. And you can have either a partial or a full 1031 exchange, and I'll break that down a little bit for you. So if you own a multifamily and you live in one of the units, but you rent out one of the other units or two other units or three other units, you can do what's called a partial 1031 exchange. In other words, they will determine what percentage of the property is an investment, and you could roll the profit of the sale of the investment portion of the property into the purchase of another similar like in kind property and avoid paying any capital gains on the investment portion. If you own a property that's entirely investment, you can do a full 1031 exchange, and you can sell the property and buy a similar like in kind property and avoid paying capital gains on the profit of the sale because you're rolling it into a new investment. So this is, I think, information that's really useful to get early on in the process of selling your property. It helps you to determine your financial standpoint. It helps you make really important decisions, and it takes away a lot of the uncertainty and the fear that come along with trying to make really important life decisions and knowing the best course of action in doing so. So again, feel free to leave comments, questions, suggestions below. And I hope everyone has been enjoying this beautiful warm weather, and I hope it continues. And I will see you all next week. Take care.